Now let's talk about the Faust trial. It is a 2001 case, cold case, where after 23 years in 2024, they arrested Mr. Faust because new development in DNA testing, they found that his DNA was inside her, the victim. So they charged him with 4 or 5 felony murder counts. They charged him with rape, backdoor rape, arson, and robbery or breaking an entry. And it all sounds really, really bad for Mr. Faust. And then trial started. And we found out that that the victim had a boyfriend who claimed he had not seen her for at least 10 days. And then with the DNA testing, his DNA, liquid DNA, was inside her. Liquid DNA inside a person is more or less washed out 3 to 5 days later. And he says, never saw her for the 10 days at least. So he lied. And also the defense attorney in the opening statement showed this picture. This is the victim's boyfriend's hands 2 days after she was found dead. Wouldn't that, with the DNA and him lying to the investigators for over 20 years, rise to some suspicion? Apparently not. This is just coinkydonk, coincidence. The defendant is black, her ex-boyfriend or her then boyfriend is white. You don't know if that is an argument the defense will bring. Yeah, and according to the defense opening statement, the boyfriend with these injured hands, it took the lead investigator hours of interrogation and suggestion that he should change his mind before he said, yeah, we might have met up on that Sunday before. That's 6 days. Still, now all of a sudden, within the realm of possibilities that his DNA might have been there. Here's the thing. The defendant is charged with backdoor rape. The defendant's liquid DNA is not in her backdoor. Her boyfriend's liquid DNA is in her backdoor. And according to the state's medical examiner back then, it's clear that she was raped due to the injuries. But they don't charge the boyfriend with provable injuries. The victim was brutally beaten. Backdoor raped. But he's not charged. The defendant is. Now, let's go and listen to the cross-examination of a witness that showed up to court. Well, let's just say the state entered evidence bags into evidence, claiming hair, pubic hair, and stuff. And the defense made him open those evidence bags. Now this has
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
really
Mr. Bruce, cross-examination.
Yes, ma'am.
bad.
Good afternoon, Lieutenant Leadow.
Good afternoon, sir.
I would like to follow up with you on some things that the state discussed with you. I'd like to show you State Exhibit 37. Your Honor, is it okay if I approach the witness?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
And you have continuing freedom to walk around the courtroom. You don't have to ask.
Now, we've established that you recognize that photo as an aerial view of the Deer Park community. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. And I would like to also show you what's marked as Defense Exhibit 12, 13, 14, and 15. And let the record reflect, I may have skipped 9, 10, and 11. These are marked. Let the record reflect that I'm showing the state said as it is. Lieutenant Liddell, take your time, look at those photographs. Once you've had opportunity to look at those photographs, just please look up. You recognize Defense Exhibit 12 through 15, if I have my numbering correct, as aerial views of the Deer Park community. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, they are.
Okay, and they're aerial views from different angles. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Are those photographs fan accurate depictions of Deer Park and the surrounding area as you know it?
Yes, sir, they are.
Thank you. Have those photographs been altered in any way to your knowledge?
They don't appear to be, no.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, I would move to admit Defense Exhibit 12 through 15 into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection, Judge.
They are admitted.
Do you want 37 back?
See if no, sorry, no closed captions on this stream.
I'd also like
Sorry.
to show you State Exhibit 47. We've established that you recognize State Exhibit 47. Is it okay if I approach you, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'll raise the
We have established
volume
that you recognize that photograph. Is that correct?
as much as I can.
I'd like to show you court's indulgence, Your Honor. I'd like to show you what has been marked as Defense Exhibit 9. Let the record reflect that I am showing the state what has been marked as Defense Exhibit 9.
No objection, Your Honor.
May I approach you?
Go ahead. It's fine.
Yeah, I won't be starting.
So I handed you the State's Exhibit and I handed you Defense Exhibit 9. Would you agree that Defense Exhibit 9 is a close-up of the window depicted in State's Exhit I believe 27, if I'm not mistaken. I may have that number wrong.
47.
47, please forgive me.
Yes, sir. You're correct.
And do you recognize that photo?
Yes, sir. It's the photograph showing the window adjacent to the rear entrance or exit, however you want to look at, to the apartment.
Yes, sir. Has that, to your knowledge, or would you have any reason to disagree that that photo has not been altered in any way?
I would agree.
Your Honor, I would move to admit Defense Exhibit 9 into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection, Judge.
Admitted.
Yes, ma'am. And I would ask for permission to publish Defense Exhibit 9 and State's Exhibit 47 to the jury. Thank you.
Reminder, hit the thumbs up. Do all the YouTuber things. Big Nick here needs the views. Yeah, gloves and scratching your butt. And he wipes his nose with the gloves on. Yeah, let's test the DNA of that bag.
I'd like to show you what is being marked as Defense Exhibit 10. Let the record reflect that I am showing the state what has been marked as Defense Exhibit 10.
Absolutely.
Lieutenant Leadall, do you recognize Defense Exhibit 10?
I do.
Okay, and you recognize Defense Exhibit 10 as the back door that's depicted in State's Exhibit 47. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
And it's just a closer up view of said door. Is that right?
That's correct.
Would you have any reason to disagree that that photo has not been altered in any way?
Doesn't appear to be altered that I'm aware of.
Yes, sir. Is it a fair and accurate depiction of the back door as you remember it to be?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I would move to admit Defense Exhibit 10 into evidence and publish same to the jury.
No objection, Judge.
I have 2 sound boosters on. That's how bad the audio is from this trial. I will lower my microphone so you guys can raise
I'd like
the
to show you what's been
volume.
marked as State's Exhibit 71.
There, I lowered my volume so you can raise the overall volume yourselves.
In regards to State's Exhibit 71, I believe we saw a prior photo of material from the ceiling that was on top of Ms. Baker and on top of that item there. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And just to make the record clear, the item that I'm speaking of is the power transformer. Where the power transformer is located, once that debris was moved, is that the place that you found the power transformer located?
Yes.
Okay. And I would ask for permission to publish State's Exhibit 27 to members of the jury.
That was already admitted, correct?
It was.
Granted.
Thank you. And we've already established that on January 19th, 2001, you went to Ms. Baker's home and you had opportunity to view her body, correct? Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
In regards to the evidence located on and around Ms. Baker's body, there were hairs collected from Ms. Baker's left hand. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
There were hairs collected from Ms. Baker's body. Is that right?
That's correct.
There was also a hair collected from Ms. Baker's buttocks. Is that right?
That's correct.
And I'm going to get you another pair of gloves.
No, I'm good.
Give
Really?
me 1 second. Court's indulgence.
The defense attorney offered this jackass, hey, change your gloves. And this jackass says, no, I'm good. No, you're fucking not. You wiped your nose with gloves, with the gloves on, who you now are going to touch evidence with. You idiot. Now, I put poll up. What do you think the evidence bags will have in them? You have three alternatives. The evidence, dust bunnies, nothing, the bags are empty.
All right, I'd like to show you what's been previously admitted as States Exhibit 89, which contains a envelope enclosed, documented as item number 8, hair from buttock. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
I'm going to hand you a pair of
Sealed.
scissors. I would like to
Sealed evidence bag.
open item number 8 that was within States Exhibit 89, and I provided you a paper towel for the hair.
Okay.
Now, the paper towel is because they have to shake the hair out on the paper towel so it can be seen. Standard practice. Don't blow into it, you jackass.
There is no hair in it.
There is no hair in the sealed evidence bag who has the text hair from buttocks. No hair in the sealed evidence bag.
Can you repeat that?
There is no hair inside it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna place this back in the envelope where I cut it open.
Yeah, it's almost as if he knew that he didn't need gloves. I remind you, folks, this is evidence the state submitted as evidence in this fucking trial. And the evidence is gone.
I'd like to show you what's previously been admitted as States Exhibit 88.
Another
Inside
sealed
States
envelope.
Exhibit 88, there's there's an envelope marked number 9, hair from torso area of victim. Are you okay with opening this for me, sir?
There's no hair inside here.
Can you repeat that for the jury?
There's no hair inside here.
There's no hair inside that evidence bag as well. No hair.
Can I take a break for a second? Bathroom break, if it's okay.
Yes, you can. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to go into the jury room for a couple of moments. Please don't discuss the case.
Yeah. Let's.
Lieutenant Leow, did you collect hairs and put them in those envelopes?
Yes,
Okay, so at one point in time, there would have been hair in those envelopes. Is that correct?
that's correct.
Thank you, sir.
Sluthy, this trial is ongoing. This happened today
Right.
at trial.
I'd like to show you what's been previously admitted as State's Exhibit 90, which is hair from left hand of victim. And inside State's Exhibit 90 is a white envelope marked number 10 with a description of hair from left hand of victim. May I approach? Can you open this for me? While Lieutenant Leadoff is looking at that exhibit, I would like to mark empty envelope number 8, which is the envelope that was supposed to contain the hair from Ms. Baker's buttocks, as defense exhibit 11.
Are we about to be 3 out of 3? Let's find out.
Which I'll separate from State's, I think 27. Sorry, which I separated from State's 89.
Are you asking it to be readmitted, or are you just putting a defense number on the already admitted exhibit? You want it on the envelope?
Correct.
Okay, and it's number 11. All right. So, any objection, Mr. Yeoman-Chili?
I don't have an objection. I think the original larger envelope and its contents have already been admitted. However, I don't have any objection to
All right.
labeling the interior envelope.
I will admit it in that manner.
Yes, ma'am. Also, the envelope that was in State's Exhibit 88, which is the empty envelope containing, well, that would have contained hair from the torso of the victim. I am admitting this as defense exhibit 16, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Yeoman-Chili, any response?
Just the same response, Your Honor.
All right, I will admit it. Okay, it has been, the whole package has been admitted as State's exhibit, but I will admit it as defense 16 in this manner without objection.
Lieutenant Leadoff, can you tell me the number of hairs that were in State's Exhibit 90?
From this, none. There was 0 in here.
There are no hairs in State's Exhibit 90?
That's correct.
3 out of 3. The hair from buttocks, hair in hand, hair on torso that the state submitted as evidence, not in the evidence bags. Now, folks, how will the state rectify this? Well, they can always claim the samples were destroyed in testing. Well, that makes it impossible for the defense to test it themselves. Now, these hairs are supposedly Caucasian hair. Mr. Faust is not Caucasian. So you have hair in between her fingers of the victim, on her back door, on her chest, Caucasian hair. You have her boyfriend. Remember the boyfriend? Whose hands looked like this 2 days after she was found dead. Her Caucasian boyfriend. He's not on trial. The black dude is. Let's continue. Oh, Nick, whatever, could anything else have gone wrong with this? Let's just wait and see.
Right.
Did you put hairs in the envelope when you sealed it up?
Yes.
When he sealed them up, signed the envelopes, there was hair there. Again, the state might say, well, we took them out, tested, and resealed it as empty. They didn't say that on direct. Why is this even a trial?
Your Honor, I would like to mark as defense exhibit 17, the empty envelope that would have contained the hair from the left hand of Ms. Tara Baker.
Any objection, Mr. Yellow-Micheli?
No objection, Judge.
All right, I will admit it in the same manner as before without objection.
In regards to your observation of Ms. Baker's home, is it fair to say that you determined that Ms. Baker's front door was deadbolt locked before it was opened by firefighters?
It appears that way, yes.
You would agree that there were multiple bedrooms in Ms. Baker's home, correct?
That's correct.
And they belonged to Ms. Baker's roommates, Ms. Ashley, at the time, Ms. Ashley Peavy, now Mrs. Ashley Peavy Hall, and at the time, Ms. Valerie Lowe, now Dr. Valerie, excuse me. At the time, Ms. Valerie Lang, now Dr. Valerie Lowe. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Based on your observations, none of the drawers in Ms. Lang's room appeared to be disturbed.
That's correct.
Based on your observations, none of the drawers in Ms. Peavy's room appeared to be disturbed.
That's correct.
Would you agree that Ms. Lang and Ms. Peavy had jury boxes, computers, and other accessories in plain view within the home?
That's correct. There was.
And of course, I'm sure we agree on this, none of those items were taken from the home.
That's correct.
You also had the opportunity to walk through the living room and the common area of the home. Is that correct?
I did, yes.
Would you agree with the statement that nothing was stolen, that nothing appeared to be stolen from the living room or common area of the home?
I can't say that with any certainty since I don't live there and don't know what is actually there, but there were items still present.
Do you recall writing a report dated January 21st, 2001?
I do.
You have a copy of that report up there with you?
I do, yes.
Can you turn to page 3 of 11?
Okay.
Can you read the 4th sentence? And the first sentence ends in burglaries. So the first sentence you'll see is commonly removed in burglaries. Can you read the 3rd sentence from that period?
Some items have been moved after the fire, indicated from markings on the floor.
Read the sentence before that one.
The living room and common area of the residence contained furniture and a television/VCR.
And can you read the next sentence?
Nothing appeared to be disturbed prior to the fire.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Mr. Faust is accused and charged with robbery. There's no evidence whatsoever that anything was taken from the apartment prior to the fire. No evidence whatsoever. The breaking and entering and robbery, that is under the assumption that Mr. Faust is the person who actually went in there and did all these things. But there's no actual evidence for it presented by the state so far.
So it's fair to say that nothing appeared to be disturbed in the living room and common area.
That's correct.
Now, you also then had opportunity, and I believe I provided you with an exhibit, the state provided you with an exhibit as well, but we can agree that you had an opportunity to examine the window in the kitchen area, right?
Yes, sir, I did.
Now, you would agree that the blinds were down on both the window on the door as well as the window in the dining area.
Yes, sir, they were.
Thank you. I believe you discussed this with the state, but during your examination of the home, you learned that several items had white marks. Is that right?
The door area, the front door near the peephole,
Mhm.
and other areas, white marks probably from just general cleaning throughout the course of that door being there. I can't say when the white marks occurred, but there were marks there that were picked up when I put fingerprint powder to those surfaces.
So is it fair to say that we don't know if the white marks happened after Ms. Baker's murder, nor do we know if the white marks happened before Ms. Baker's murder?
That would be correct, yes.
And those white marks were present on the stove. Would you agree with that?
I don't recall if there was any on the stove.
Sure. Can you turn to page 9 of 11 of your January 21st, 2001 report, please? And if you will go to the second paragraph, in the fourth sentence from the bottom, that starts with in processing the front door. Can you read that, please?
In processing the front door, stove, and window sill markings similar to one wipes the surface with a rag were found. The markings on the front of the door were consistent with a person looking out the peephole and placing left hand on the door. The white mark where the left hand would have been as well as along the door edge. White marks were also found on the window sill in the dining area.
Thank you. Now, when Ms. Baker was found, you would agree that she was completely naked.
That's correct.
There were no clothes around her that were notated in your report. Is that right?
That's correct.
And a towel was not found near her body.
That's correct.
Your Honor, I don't have any more questions for Lieutenant Leadall. Thank you so much for your service. Those are my questions.
Any redirect?
Let's see here. Let's listen to, because now they're having a discussion.
Mr. Yellamachilli.
Briefly, Judge, Lieutenant Leadall, as it relates to the hairs you collected, did you package those hairs?
I did.
Did you send them to the GBI?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. And that would have been for some kind of analysis or testing possibilities. Is that right?
That's correct.
Do you have any idea what the GBI did with them once they received them?
I do not.
Does not have any other?
Yeah, that's their. Hey, you did send them off for testing. Yeah, but then these envelopes should have been opened. Hair that wasn't part of the test back in these envelopes, then put in another envelope to then be sealed with the agency's, the test agency's initials and stamped. They didn't. There's only this one with the envelopes still sealed with his markings saying, I sealed this evidence. For fuck's sake.
Other questions for Lieutenant Leadall? Thank you.
Any recross? Mr. Cruz.
No, ma'am, but I do have a motion.
All right. Do you, all right.
Or we could approach, if you don't want to send the jury out, we could approach it.
All right. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I may do that anyway, but come on up, that's fine.
Okay. She will send the jury out. Oh, come on. Stop buffering. Stop buffering. Seriously. Stop freaking buffering. This is stupid. Why are you buffering? For the love of... Oh, I hate this. Okay, there we go.
Here's your motion. Go ahead, sir.
I would just like to renew my motion in regards to, and I'll say motion to eliminate, to admission of testimony that the oral swab B is a vaginal swab. The additional information that I'm providing to the court is consistent with our prior argument that regarding the collection of that swabbing and the markings of that swabbing, and what Dr. Falzone testified to in regards to the procedure, as well as the supervision of making sure items are properly marked and properly identified. As the court saw, we just had, I believe it's 3 envelopes. One was supposed to contain, it was marked to contain hair from Ms. Baker's hand. And we heard testimony from the Honorable Lieutenant Leadall that he collected it, he put it in the envelope. It is now missing. We also had a hair that was identified that was on Ms. Baker's butt that the Honorable Lieutenant Leadall stated that he put in the envelope. It is now missing. And we also heard about the hair, you also heard testimony about the hair that was on Ms. Baker's chest that the Honorable Lieutenant Leadall secured, packaged up. It is now missing. I would ask the Honorable Court to consider that in regards to our argument regarding the oral swabs. And 23 years later, the state is going to attempt to introduce testimony that these oral swabbings are now vaginal swabs. Thank you for hearing me out, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yeah. The markings on these swabs was oral swabs. The state now claims, no, they are vaginal swabs. Because apparently they don't have a fucking clue what evidence is in which evidence bag, if there is evidence in the actual evidence bags. This is Georgia versus Edric Faust. The victim is Tara Louise Baker, who was brutally murdered in 2001. I'm just going to try to find. Hold on here. Well, we can show this again. Again, this is her boyfriend's hands 2 days after she was found dead. His DNA, liquid DNA, is in her. In her back door, which the medical examiner says the injuries says grape. And this guy's liquid DNA is in there. A guy who lied for 23, 24 years about the last time he saw her. But they charge the black guy.